Well, my video for the 21st of August 2017 is entitled Solar Eclipse and Other Things. I posted a video a couple days ago about the solar eclipse that will cross the USA from Oregon to South Carolina on August 21st. The first one to cross the continental US in nearly 100 years. Yes, I plan to participate with those around the world who are using this as a time for global meditation. Will that bring the changes so needed by humanity? I don't know. I've been following promises all my life, and so far, the most important ones have failed to come true. We still live on a planet run by liars, where truth and even hope are treated as crimes. LOL. I'll laugh out loud. Then there is my Facebook experience, where I am being inundated with friend requests that appear totally fraudulent. Spammers at work, maybe. It appears so, but then nothing seems to be as it appears. I won't go so far as to buy into the flat earth nonsense, but neither will I blindly swallow many things that I once took for granted. Frankly, the only eclipse that really matters to me would be one in which the fake rulers and liars are eclipsed by those of us who want healing for all who are willing to live in integrity and learn to love one another. Yes, I do plan on participating in this global meditation. I think there probably will be thousands and thousands of people, maybe even tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people participating. I don't know how many will actually be able to do that, but I want to be part of however many are going to participate, because I am one of those that do want to see a world that actually works for the good of humanity and not for the enslavement of an entire population, where the so-called elite rulers want to reduce the world's population down to a manageable 500 million people, eliminating 6.5 or 7 billion human beings from the face of the earth by whatever means can be done, war, pestilence, disease, whatever they can come up with. Their game plan, which they put in stone, is to reduce the world's population down to a more manageable level, where they can control all of the zombie slaves that they allow to exist to serve their good at the expense of the slaves themselves and of life on the planet itself. How that ilk of creation could even still be in existence is beyond my imagination. If I was in charge, that would not be the extent to which free will could go. And will is not free when it's manipulated and coerced and controlled, and when people believe the lies that are being told as truth. And one of those that I mentioned in the blurb is this flat earth thing, as if we live on a map and not a planet. If you look in the sky, you see that the moon is a globe. If you get a telescope and you look at things, and what they've just discovered is that there are many globes throughout the heavens. Now, is this an illusion? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know how far the lies have gone, but I don't think that's part of it. And the flat earth thing is preposterous to me, that we live on a flat earth. It's obviously round, and I've been up in airplanes, and you can see on the horizon, you can see out, you can look down and see the clouds, you can see the earth. Anyway, I don't want to even belabor that any further. It just is nonsense to me. And yet some of my friends from the past have fully bought into the deception as I see it. Anyway, folks, I wanted to also mention about Facebook. My Facebook page is being inundated with friend requests by half-naked women, or people that have no content on their pages. I mean, there's just nothing there. And I'm just simply now, I'm taking the time and I'm looking at them, but I'm deleting them. I don't even look at the page unless it's somebody that's at least presentable. But when I go to some of the pages, there's no content there. They haven't posted anything in several years, and it looks like that when the changes of their picture, their image is put up, that they're new images, but there was nothing posted for 3 or 4 years before that. That was just one that I deleted earlier today. And it's just so annoying. But of course, I understand that Facebook and YouTube, which are my two social platforms, if you will, they are run by the cabal. They are run by people that are influenced and perhaps controlled by those that have a malevolent agenda to make humans even more of a slavery creature than we already are. And as it is, humans are slaves because of the monetary system. That is the system of enslavement. It is not a system of liberation. I long for the day to come. I may not ever see it, but I long for the day to come when there is no money, where we can truly, as I said in the blurb, reach the place where we simply love one another, where we don't buy into all of the things that have been used to separate us from one another and cause us to argue over who's right. I mean, frankly, and I didn't want to go back to the flat earth thing, but even if the earth were flat, still the most important thing is to love one another, not to fight over which viewpoint is correct. And we have been tricked into doing that very thing lifetime after lifetime after lifetime throughout what we call human history. We fight over who's right. And it really doesn't matter when it comes right down to it. The only thing that really matters is, are we able to rise above all of the things that have been used to separate us, and that the things that we've bought into, that once we begin to open our minds and our hearts, we realize that it's a false paradigm, and yet it entrapped us for a time, and we wake up to that, and we move into the place where we're willing to say, okay, I don't have all the answers. I don't know the whole truth and nothing but the truth, but I'm willing to do my best to love and to accept those that are not trying to force something on somebody else. I'm offering suggestions in my videos. I'm not trying to force a religion on anybody. I'm not trying to force a political persuasion on anybody. I am trying to offer the idea that love is the ultimate command, the ultimate opportunity, if you will, for us to heal. Do we want to continue to be ravaged by those who want to only control us for their benefit and their benefit alone, and they don't look at any mutual, even look for any mutual opportunity to create a level playing field? They do not want a level playing field. They want a field where they can be in control and where there are slaves to serve their needs and desires. This is a sick world, folks. You may agree or may not agree, but that's how I see it. And I'd love to find a loving God or creator or whatever that's willing to stand with those of us who want to make a real difference and a positive change that would free all of us from the lies and the enslavement of those lies in creating a world that doesn't work. Thank you for listening, and namaste.